good, you guys? It's Boomer and Jared watching Bali Star. Today, we's getting into Eminem broke the cycle. Now, this particular video is talking about how Eminem gave off his daughter to get wedded. You feel me? His daughter got married. You feel me? And, it's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? Seeing Eminem being what they call a father-in-law and the person at the wedding that gives his daughter off to get wedded. I forgot what you call that. But, seeing Eminem in that light, you know what I'm saying? And, it was a good moment to see. You feel me? So, yeah, let's get straight on into it. Let's go.
Welcome back to the comment section, guys. I'm Brett Cooper. So, around this time last year, I think it was, 13 months ago exactly, the world was talking about the wedding of Sofia Richie, the daughter of icon Lionel Richie. And she sparked mayhem with her wedding in a very good way. I mean, suddenly girls were turning in their crop tops for elegant jackets and trousers, and they were slicking their hair back in low buns and dreaming about classy, timeless weddings abroad. Not to mention, I think she did amazing PR for marriage and motherhood just in general. I think that she has just given birth to her first daughter. They have not announced it, but she's silent on social media. So I think that means her baby was just born, but she has just been going through pregnancy and marriage. Again, done wonders for that. She has turned it into something to aspire to for this generation, which we desperately need. But today, I'm not going to talk about Sofia Richie anymore. We need to talk about the latest child of a celebrity who just got married and has the internet ablaze for a very different reason, and arguably an even more wholesome and even better reason. Eminem's daughter. Before we dive in, though, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, and then ring that notification bell so that you never miss a comment section episode. Now, I feel like I need to put a bit of a disclosure on this episode because I know that there are a lot of people that hate Eminem for his music, his politics, whatever it is. I know that's controversial. We're gonna put all that aside today. We're gonna put it all aside because this is a wholesome episode. So at the beginning of the week, I began seeing basically every pop culture celebrity account that I follow on social media posting about a Haley Jade's wedding, aka Eminem's daughter. Puberty posted Eminem dancing with his daughter Haley.
And I'm not going to say anything about his daughter because I don't want him coming for me or his stands, you feel me? But she looks beautiful.
Wedding. And then they said Haley Jade married her fiance Evan McClintock over the weekend, nearly 10 years after they met at Michigan State University. Somebody commented and said, "You know them, shades are hiding them tears. He raised a great young lady." Also, he looks so young, which is insane. I feel like I never see him without his hoodie or some hat on. And him sitting next to his daughter and her now husband.
Somebody said, how the father look younger than the groom or some ish like that, bro.
Are you their age? Like, do you just not age whatsoever? Anyway, somebody else commented and said, "Better not break her heart or Eminem is going to win another Grammy." That is where the best music comes from.
Facts.
I think that might be why Taylor Swift's music is not as good.
I'll tell you this, man. That album, if he does that album will be for all the dads who had daughters who had been married but went through complications, bro. That's gonna be an album for the dads who had daughters that had married and had complications, and you know what I'm saying, within their marriage, like, or maybe just for dads who had daughters, you know what I'm saying, like, that have daughters that are dating in general. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be an album for the fathers. Point blank.
Anymore. It's because she's happy.
If
she's
he
in a
makes
stable relationship. We need the drama. We need the heartbreak.
You know what I'm saying?
Eminem is going to win.
Based off of this, if he does this, that's going to be an album for the fathers.
Or Grammy. That is maybe where the best music comes from. I think that might be why Taylor Swift's music is not as good anymore. It's because she's happy. She's in a stable relationship. We need the drama. We need the heartbreak. Whatever. That's a topic for another day. Now, I would be lying if I said that I have followed Eminem's life recently. I certainly have not been following his daughters, but for the first time since I would hear his music blasting from my brother's room and be faced with the posters that they had of him on their walls, Eminem is in my face constantly. And I love it. It is amazing. I am so bought into the story now. And it's in large part due to this wedding. And people are not just excited because this is some extravagant, celebrity-adjacent wedding. They are excited because after everything that Eminem endured and sacrificed, he succeeded. He gave his daughters the life that he wanted to give them. I saw this tweet, and it literally made me tear up yesterday. This guy, Austin, said, "These photos of Eminem and Haley's wedding are so powerful to me because they show that he broke the cycle. He grew up with nothing, surrounded by drugs and violence, and he has said for decades that having Haley inspired him to create a different life with her. They did it. I've read this like 5 times and I'm already getting chills again. Like, I cannot handle it. Maybe it's because I got married and now I'm like a step closer to babies, but literally anytime I take more than 30 seconds to think about parenthood and children and babies, I want to cry. I get so emotional. It is a problem. Anyway, back to the point. Sorry, that's just a personal matter. This is spot on. And Eminem's fans watched him grapple with and juggle fame in his past and his children for nearly 30 years. And this is the result. So obviously this wedding is very full circle. I mean, he dropped out of high school at 17 years old after flunking out of the 9th grade, I think it was 3 times, yet he prioritized his children's education. Haley went on to graduate with honors from high school, go to a great university, end up on the dean's list where she met her now husband, got a great degree. Like, this is such a healthy development, almost as healthy as all of us taking our Balance of Nature fruits and veggies. Balance of Nature fruits and veggies is the most pricing they're not using. Truly, the and provide with Balance of Nature $10 off of everything in the world, kind of like Haley Jade after she got her degree. He struggled with drug and substance abuse for years, but after a 2007 overdose that almost killed him, he got sober for his daughters. I think it's been over 18 years now that he's been sober. And he has consistently said that it was his daughters that kept him sober. This is from 2010, from Female First, Eminem's kids keep him sober. And it was not just his biological daughter, Haley. He also adopted his ex's niece and her daughter from another man and raised them all, not to mention his kid brother. I mean, he took them all in and raised them. So obviously, you can love him, you can hate him, you can think he's a loser, you can hate his music, you can hate his politics, but this man tried to give them everything. Like, objectively, this man was a great father. Somebody said, ugh, and remember when Nick Cannon mocked him for raising other people's kids in his trash rap? Meanwhile, Nick isn't raising his own damn kids because he's too busy trying to make some more. Mic drop. Do you guys remember? I think I might have talked about this briefly in a reaction. Nick Cannon over Easter, like, he went and did like an Easter photo shoot with every one of his children and his baby mamas. It's like the parade, the Nick Cannon baby mama parade. Anyway, to make everyone even more emo, or maybe it's just me because I'm personally very emotional right now, time and time again in his music, he has dedicated songs and even whole albums to his daughters, acknowledging what his career, his fame, and his past has put them through, and the fact that they never had 2 stable parents. In his song Castle, he wrote, I've said your name but always tried to hide your face. This game is crazy. I wanted to claim my love for you, but dang, I never knew it'd be like this. And if I did, I wouldn't have done it. And then in Mockingbird, which is probably his most famous tribute to them, he said, Haley, calling her out directly, I know you miss your mom, and I know you... One of the
very few Eminem songs I had in my MP3 player and iPod. Maybe on my iPhone right now.
It's your dad.
Mockingbird and... Oh my God. The one... he did where in the music video he's in a dystopian type city or so. I'm not afraid. No, not that one. The song after I'm Not Afraid. Within that same album, it was the second single after I'm Not Afraid. I got that song. Well, I had that song. I got Mockingbird and that song. And there was one more. It was Mockingbird-esque, but it was different. But yeah, one of the few.
But I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. Shot to the heart. Like, guys, I'm not even kidding. This morning, when I was pulling all of this content, tears in my eyes. Full tears. I'm more composed now, don't worry. In this song, he also talked about his past, and he wrote all the things growing up as daddy that he had to see. Daddy don't want you to see, but you see just as much as he did. We did not plan it to be this way, your mother and me. I'm sorry that you were there and had to witness it firsthand, because all I ever wanted to do was just make you proud. Like, come on! Like, how does that not make you emotional? Also, I was reading all these articles about Haley, and when she graduated and was going on to do all of these amazing things, time and time again, she just kept saying, my parents are my biggest inspiration. Like, after everything they went through, they still gave me everything. You know, my father is my biggest fan, my closest friend. It is so pure. I love good parents. Moments. Like, the original poster is right. He did it. He broke the cycle. And the world and his fans got to witness it over the span of these last 30 years.
Inspired
and there are comments all over social media sharing the sentiment. On Reddit, one person said, Eminem is one of the few famous men who seems to have actually tried and succeeded in transforming his behavior with true character growth in order to not... Somebody else said, no one can ever dispute that Em is a fantastic father. Somebody else said, breaking generational trends here. Dope to see her life going a much different route than his went, and I'm sure he's proud of her. Another guy said, one thing he can't deny is that Slim Shady loves his daughter so much. She's his world. This guy better treat her right or else. Congratulations to them. Somebody else said, this is so
I feel a lot of that. This guy better treat her right. This guy... I think one guy said, in order to ask... like Eminem for a hand in order to get his blessing for a hand in marriage, he had to battle rap him.
Beautiful, her dad struggled so hard at her age, and he was able to give her a princess dream wedding. Another person said, I will always respect Em for getting sober, maintaining that sobriety, and raising what appears to be some well-adjusted kids out of the spotlight. This man just minds his business in Detroit. A lesson the Kardashians should follow. Oof! A lesson that a lot of celebrities and non-celebrities should follow in general. Now, obviously, there were people who pushed back. One guy on Twitter said, anyone can get married, doesn't mean generational trauma was broken. The original poster said, cycle of poverty, broken. Cycle of drug abuse, broken. Cycle of high school dropouts, broken. Cycle of absentee fathers, broken. And that is probably the most important one. Like, we cannot control the environment that we were raised in, the way that our parents treated us, the schools that we went to, what happened there, but we can control and change that for our children. Even in the face of shame and attacks and external pressure from your industry and peers, which I am sure that Eminem was facing throughout all of this. Like, he is living proof that it can be done. And I am so happy for him, and I'm gonna go cry about it later.
But yeah, nah, she's hopefully right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, us as fans, growing up listening to Eminem's music, most more than others, because I know I didn't listen to a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, for the stands and the typical fans, you know what I'm saying, they pretty much, you know, listen to his whole life documented. And once they see this point, bro, it's like a happy ending to a movie or so, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta see more of that, bro. In all communities, you feel me? Whoever is going through whatever Eminem had went through, you know, and just turning it to this point right now in Eminem's life to where it's at, it's, you know, it's what we all strive for, you know, just for people that are going through that, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for the people that are going through or that are going through what Eminem had went through when he was young. And then, you know, having to raise, you know, his youngins, no matter whether it be his own children or not, to, you know, not have the same childhood he had. You know, it's, yeah. But y'all let me know your thoughts about it down in the comment section down below. You already know it's Boomer. You're watching Bally Star. Make sure you leave a like, support the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, so we join up with the bomb squad, you dig? And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. 100. Yeah.